Joining us, obviously we are broadcasting out of our normal broadcast time to bring you the very latest tonight on this massive snowstorm turned wind. We will notice the wind chills tonight being a big story. Let's check in now with ABC 57 meteorologist Tom Coombs with that side of the story. Tom?
Yeah, we will see some dangerous wind chills with this as we go later tonight into tomorrow morning. But right now we're dealing with the snow. Here's the latest snow total information that I have for you. South Bend, at least parts of the area, up to around 7.8. Dowagiac 7.5, Mishawaka 7.5, Napanee 6.5, and right here at our ABC 57 studios, we're ranging between 7.5 to now close to 7.5 inches of snow. The latest I've just got in off the weather wire, 8.1 out of Roseland, Indiana. And so the snow continues to come down very heavily. This is ABC 57 First Warning live off the radar, showing you the heaviest swath of snow. The darker the blue, the heavier snow that we're seeing right now. And I'm going to circle that for you. It's pretty much from Plymouth to Elkhart up towards Sturgis and entering into portions of Kosciuszko County as well, that northwest corner over Napanee and Goshen. This is close to that 2-inch-per-hour snowfall. It has already pushed through the South Bend area. South Bend still in some steady snowfall. I'll show everywhere. And you see that snow continues to blanket the region. There is a little lightening of this snow back towards our west, and you can see lighter snowfall weights back into eastern Illinois, and that will slowly work in as we head towards 6, 7 o'clock. I expect the snow, at least the system snow, to wind down. Brian mentioned temperatures. Here's what they do this evening. We go from the 20s to the teens. It's only going to be getting colder across the area as temperatures fall. In fact, right now, the temperature across the area is quite cold. We're seeing temperatures in the 20s, but look back towards Chicago, it's 14 degrees. That cold air will be reaching us soon, and temperatures go down, way down by tomorrow morning, and wait till you see by tomorrow night into Tuesday. We'll show you that, all that in your ABC 57 First Warning neighborhood weather forecast. Brian.
All right, Tom, we really appreciate it. As he mentioned, nearly 8 inches of snow already reported in South Bend. Let's get you out the door now so you can get an idea of what the roads look like. How about hardest hit neighborhoods? ABC 57's Alexandra Cohen joins us live on South Bend's west side tonight to show us the conditions for those who are really kind of getting snowed in tonight. Alexandra.
Brian, it's still coming down really hard out here, and the whipping winds are making it difficult to see. The issue I was dealing with earlier was the low visibility when I was driving on US 20. I caught up with the driver while she was waiting on the South Shore train, and she said her trip to the airport was a nightmare.
Really happy that my sister's coming on time. It would be really scary to have to sit here and wait for her, and I'd be worried about her being on that train, but so far so good. Everything's great.
Right now, I'm watching snow blow off the roof of houses, down onto cars, and some kids were actually out here with rakes, raking that snow off the top of the cars. If you do have a garage, make sure you bring that car inside so that it will start in the morning. Reporting live in South Bend, Alexandra Cohen, ABC 57 News.
Here tonight, as Alexandra is showing us the South Shore, things are actually okay with the South Shore. We've checked in with them. A little bit of trouble over at the airport. We'll touch on that here in just a few minutes. But now let's check in with ABC 57's Rachel Brown. She continues our special team coverage tonight with a look at school closings from South Bend. School closings that are already coming in tonight. Rachel.
Brian, that's right. Just look at how tall this mound of snow is next to me. It was difficult for me to even pull into the Jefferson School to park for this live shot. And that's also what's prompting the South Bend, or what prompted South Bend schools to close tomorrow.
If I had to guess, I would say we probably won't have school Tuesday either because of wind chill. So probably Wednesday because it's supposed to warm up.
And of course, we will continue to keep you covered as to what schools will be closing and for how long they will be closing. Just stay with us at abc57.com. Reporting live in South Bend, Rachel Brown, ABC 57 News.
And one of the biggest concerns tonight is the fact that many of you may perhaps lose power. Of course, it depends on how strong the winds are tonight. Erica Putt with Indiana Michigan Power joined us just a few minutes ago by phone to tell us that INM is looking pretty good. Just a handful of outages right now in Dowagiac as well as South Bend. To touch on that tonight, my co-anchor Kim Chappell is live on 36th Street in South Bend, just with some words of advice for you tonight in the event that you should lose power. Kim.
Well, Brian, I got to tell you, it is bitter cold out here and getting colder with each minute. The wind really starting to pick up, and I'll tell you, when it hits you in the side of your face, you sure can feel it. And that wind is a concern for power crews as they brace and prepare for this storm. Here is their biggest concern right now. It's this snow that you can see piling up on branches, but it's not the ones that are low to the ground, of course, that they're concerned about. It's the ones up here, close to those power lines all across the region. All it's going to take is that snow piling up and one strong wind gust for them to have a power outage on their hands, and the family inside, of course, left in the dark, in the cold, in this bitter cold snow system. Now, I do have some last minute tips. You're probably wondering why I've got chocolate syrup in my hand here. We wanted to bring you some last minute tips as these cold temperatures, the coldest in 20 years, move into the Michiana area. First of all, right here, don't forget to make a plan. It is still not too late. Have a friend, have a family member, someone that can be expecting guests in case your power does go out. Also, right now, don't forget, again, not too late, right here. Charge your cell phones, charge your computers, your tablets. Be prepared to rely on those devices should your power go out and you need to get in touch with people. Now, lastly, another tip we want to give you. This one's coming from NIPSCO, right down here. Never, ever use your oven or your stove. We're going to put a big X through that. Never use your oven. Also right here, never use your gas stove as a source of heat. This is very dangerous. It is a fire hazard. NIPSCO advises against it. So those are our tips for right now, things that you can do to prepare for this storm in case you do have a power outage. Also coming up in the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to take you inside this house right here behind me where a pipe burst because of these cold temperatures, show you what you can still do to get your pipes ready for these cold temps moving in. Brian, back to you.
My co-anchor Kim Chappell live tonight in South Bend. Kids, remember, yellow snow, not good to eat. Chocolate snow, go for it. Earlier today, we have learned the National Guard has deployed about 24 teams across central parts of our state. Those teams were sent out to help with road assistance for those that may slide off and be stuck in their roads. Within the hour, we are learning that some of the National Guard members are now being deployed here in our viewing area for that side of our special team coverage tonight. Let's check in with ABC 57's Jasmine Norwood. Jasmine.
Brian, this blowing snow might make it a little bit difficult for you to see, but this building behind me is the Armory. This is the building that the National Guard will be placed in as soon as they get here. Now, when I talked with the National Guard about an hour ago, they confirmed for me that 175 guards have been deployed to northern Indiana. They were not able to tell me exactly how many guards will be here in South Bend, but they did say that they should be here within the next 24 hours.
Some of the things that may happen at the South Bend Armory is that they may deploy highway assistance teams. They may have an Armory support group there and also some handful of command and control personnel.
Now, I've been out here all day, and it's snowing harder than it has all day, and now there's even a strong wind blowing, which is making things much difficult, especially out on the roads. Coming up later on in the show, I'll tell you what the National Guard says you should do during this storm. Reporting live in South Bend, Jasmine Norwood, ABC 57 News.
And as Jasmine just mentioned, the snow falling the hardest that it has all day long. For the very latest on that, let's go to ABC 57 meteorologist Tom Coombs. Tom.
Good afternoon, Brian. Yeah, looking at forecast track, it's spot on. Here's a little sneak preview of what I'm going to show you. The heavy snow continues across the area. The dark shading right now. Let's take a peek at forecast track. And what we're seeing is, again, that darker shading across the area, South Bend down to Rochester and Goshen. That's expected to continue as we go into the afternoon and evening. I'll take a look at forecast track tonight, when this snow wraps up, and what's in store for tomorrow in your ABC 57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Forecast.